Hi, welcome to Ultraviolet Stitches. My name is Chevelle. That behind me is my dog Jose. Just getting comfortable. So I don't have a lot of Stitchy progress to show you, but I do have a finish that I wanted to show off. And I did get some progress on a couple other things. So we'll just jump right into it. The first thing that I finished was my Mail Hill kit. The Letters to Santa Holiday Edition. I still need to fashion it into a Christmas ornament because right now the back is unfinished. But I know that some of you like to see backs, so that's what mine looks like. The original pattern, I'll hold them side by side. The original pattern, as you can see, the dog has floppy ears and Jose has pointy ears. So I pretty much wanted to stitch Jose, so I changed his ears. In this picture, the dog has a red collar and I changed it to green just because Jose has a green collar. And then Jose does not have a long curly tail like the picture, like this dog. So I just made it a little stub. And this is what I ended up with. I'm really happy with this. I think it looks very cute. I'm gonna fashion it into a Christmas tree ornament. So when I do that, you will see that. I need to go pick up some coordinating Christmas fabric before I can attempt to make this into a Christmas tree ornament that I would feel safe hanging on the tree. The nice thing about Mail Hill kits, so this is the first Mail Hill kit that I've ever done, but I've always thought that the patterns were always so cute, so I wanted to try them. Look how many beads I have left over. Like, so many beads. So, if I wanted to stitch another one like that, I could do that. The only thing that I wouldn't have is this little charm that they have me put on. It's like a little holly leaf charm. But other than that, the thread is DMC. I know that they sell the paper cardstock Aida if that's something that you wanted to do. So you could definitely make another one, I feel like, or you could use these for another project, which I think is what I'm going to end up doing. The other thing they gave me is in here, you can see there's a magnet. They gave me a magnet to turn this into a fridge magnet, which I think is so adorable and cute. I won't be doing that just because I'm scared it's gonna get dirty in the kitchen, and I spent so much time and effort on it that I would be kind of upset. Because it's paper, you won't be able to wash it. So just keep that in mind. Because you're stitching this on paper fabric, you're never gonna be able to wash this. So if it gets ruined, I don't know what you would do about that. So yeah, those are the only downsides, but overall, very fun, very cute. I have another kit that I'm gonna take with me on vacation because it's far easier stitching on this paper than it is stitching on fabric, or it's easier, so you don't need a hoop. It's very sturdy. So yeah, that's the first thing. First finish, Letters to Santa, very cute. The other thing that I worked on is my HAED. So this is a story keep of Home is Where the Magic Is by Randal Spangler. And this is a Heaven and Earth Designs. I got one more row in, and you can see how the dark of the blue is transitioning into light purple, like twilight color. Very pretty. I'm enjoying this a lot. I finally hit a place in my HAED where, don't know if it's gonna let you see this. I finally hit a point in my HAED where I'm using Kryneck. Anyway, I finally reached a point in my HAED where I stitched with a little bit of Quilt, and that's the first time I have stitched with Quilt, and to be honest, I can see why people rave about using Quilt far more than the DMC Metallics. Much more enjoyable to work with, does not kink, and not as easily as DMC. So I'm definitely a believer in Quilt, and I will continue to use that. So yeah, this was I probably got 1,000 stitches done on this. And as you can see, there's a little window forming, and you can see the snow coming off of the spire here. And then we have smoke raising from this smokestack. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. I'm really enjoying this project. Because it's not so wide, I feel like it's easier to just sit down and stitch and carry threads and stuff like that. The only other project I have to show you guys is I've gotten a lot of progress on the quilt blocks that I've been working on. So I still need to trim these, but once I trim this extra fabric off the side, I will be squaring these up and sewing them all together. So maybe next weekend I'll have like an entire quilt top to show you. Here is just a couple more, but as you can, they're going to be hanging on the diagonal like this, and then they're going to be stacked so that this goes into another diamond, and it like creates like kind of like a figure 8 type situation, or like a dripping pattern where they're like dripping into each other. Very fun. It's pretty much just a log cabin. So when you break it down, essentially you're just sewing strips of fabric along the sides and building these layers. And then here at the end, I sewed some white down one side completely, trimmed it, and then in order to get these little squares, I sewed a purple square onto a white piece of fabric, and then I matched the seam before I sewed this other piece on. And it's very easy to match seams if you nest your seams. Highly recommend that trick. I learned that from Jordan Fabrics, does it a lot in her videos when she quilts. Yes, cannot recommend nesting your seams enough. It helps you line up your seams so that you get perfect crisp points. Highly recommend that. Other than that, not much else. Once I finish the quilt top, I'm going to be sending it out to get long armed so that I can have this quilt done by the end of the year to give away for Christmas. And that's pretty much it. That's all that I worked on. I don't have any plans really. I just want to give myself a break and just work on what I work on. I might work on this HAED, Heaven and Earth Designs pattern some more. I might not. We'll see where the wind takes me. As far as purchases, I haven't purchased anything this week. So I didn't buy anything for my craft. So yeah, that's all. Happy Halloween to everyone who's still watching. I enjoy speaking to you guys in the comments, so thank you for commenting on my videos. It's so fun to see what everyone else is working on in FlossTube. Well, that's it. Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you guys next week. Bye!